Hey there, Matt Wolf here, and I wanted to give you another little sneak peek inside of Easy Video Suite. Now, this video and the last one I did are actually the first ever inside looks at Easy Video Suite. Nobody else has really seen it yet as of shooting this, so I feel very privileged to be able to show you what the inside of Easy Video Suite looks like and what to expect when it comes out in January. So what I'm going to show you today is actually what it looks like when you start to set up a video. So I made a little testimonial here, and I'm going to go into the settings and just kind of show you what it looks like when you add a new video. Now, you can have multiple profiles, so that basically means if you upload a video and you want to have it on multiple sites and you want different settings across multiple sites, you set up different profiles. So let's say I'm putting the video on my blog and it needs to be a certain dimension. I'll have one profile for that one, and then I'm putting it on somebody else's website. I would have to have a different dimension for that website because maybe the blog width is wider or something. Well, I would set up two different profiles, one profile for each place that I'm putting the video on. So that's what these profiles are for. I'm going to go ahead and just use the default profile and select the profile. And this is what it looks like inside of the settings of Easy Video Suite. This one is basically a step-by-step instead of the previous Easy Video Player where you log in and you just see a long page of settings and you just scroll down forever going through all the settings. Now it's just kind of a step-by-step process where you can pick the settings that you want and go from there. So the first thing you have is your width and your height, and automatically when you upload a video, it automatically plugs in the dimensions of the video that you just uploaded. So if I uploaded a video that was 400 by 300, this width would automatically set to 400 by 300. It just defaults to whatever the size is. So you can preserve aspect ratio, and let's say I want to go 580 and I click over into the height here, it will automatically set the aspect ratio to what it should be if I leave that checked. Auto buffer, that's pretty self-explanatory. The video, if you have it on no when they land on the page, the video won't start to buffer. If you have it set on yes when they land on the page, it will. You've got auto play, pause when lost focus. So if somebody starts browsing to another site in another tab, it'll automatically pause the video. That makes it so they can only play the video when they're present. User-related image, this is just kind of the image that shows up on the video when the video hasn't started playing yet, and it actually pulls an image from the video automatically if you don't set anything. So the image you see right here on my screen is an image that it just pulled from the video, similar to what YouTube does, where YouTube pulls an image out of the video for you. Easy Video Suite actually does that now as well. So you can use that as your splash image and choose whether or not you want the play image on the video player. So you've got some options there. And then the next step is the player. Now there's a ton more players in here that weren't in Easy Video Player, and last time I talked to Josh, he said they were adding even more. So there's just a huge selection of various players, basically the skins that the player looks like. I tend to use this one back here. I don't know why, I just really like this clean little design. On mouse over, display these buttons. This was in Easy Video Player too, but you can turn these on and it'll display a little social sharing button in the corner inside the video. You've got the player entrance here, which really grabs attention when people land on the page. It makes it so when they land on your page, the video actually animates onto the screen. So I can't actually preview it, but for example, bounce in. They'd land on the page, and the video would bounce onto the page and then stop. And that just really grabs attention to get people to press play on your video. You can delay the start of the video. You can add watermarks to the video and select which corner you want your watermark to display in. Lights out ability. This is really cool. What this does is when they press play on the video, it actually makes everything around the video kind of fade out, so that the video is the center of attention. Everything else kind of grays out a little bit. So that's a cool little feature. Password protect this video. You hit yes and you can select a password, and then when they go to press play on the video, they'll have to enter a password before it'll let them watch. So you can actually provide content to people just using Easy Video Suite. You just put a little password protection on there and give the password to only people on your email list or whatever, and yeah, you can protect videos that way. So the next options I'm going to look at are the frames. You can see he's added some really cool frames, you know, an iPhone frame, you know, a tablet frame, an iMac. I believe, I'm not sure what this is. Maybe this is this supposed to be a laptop? I'm not sure. But, you know, he's got a bunch of different cool frames here that you can play with. You know, a little chalkboard theme, different stuff like that. So those are cool. These little borders that he's added add a real cool effect to it. Now, this was in the previous one where there was a little bar below the video. You can turn on this bar and have sharing buttons. But as you can see, he's just added a ton of sharing buttons. You can actually change the color of the bar now, add a custom color. This is all kind of new here. So let's make it a blue bar. And let's say we want to allow people to share it on Facebook. Well, I could just take this Facebook thing, drag and drop it. And then it's going to ask me what URL I want to share and a title that's going to say on Facebook. You can add Google +1, drag and drop it. You know, it's going to ask the URL that you're going to share when they click on it. Tweet, same thing. It'll ask for the tweet that when that's going to go out when they click that button. You know, Dig, LinkedIn, Tumblr, StumbleUpon, so on and so on. I mean, give people the option to embed, give people the option to download your video. You can add whatever buttons you want below this video, and all you do is drag and drop them to where you want them. You want them somewhere else, you just drag them around, rearrange them however you want, and it's that simple. Pretty sweet. So that's most of this is new. The bar was there before, but all these options are pretty new. The colors are new. You can actually have 2 rows now instead of just one if you want. So you can have actually multiple rows of buttons if that's what you're into. So yeah, some cool features there. And then you've got a selection of shadows here. So you can go through and pick what kind of shadow you want below your video if you want a shadow at all. So yeah, and then of course you hit next and you can grab your embed code. So you click no, just save, or if you want to add events to the timeline, you can click yes, and it'll go to the next screen, which is events, which are things like adding buy buttons or opt-in forms inside the video or around the video. Those are what events are. And you know what? I will talk about events in one of my next sneak peek videos, so make sure if you haven't subscribed yet that you are subscribed. And I will show you what the timeline looks like in the next video. But if I go to get my embed code, you can see it's just like the old one. I can grab my embed code here, copy it, paste it on my site, and we are up and running. And another thing this does is by default, it gives you a video URL. Before it asked you if you wanted to make a page for that video. Now it just default makes a page for every video you upload. So you don't have to go through that extra step. And then you've got some options here. If you click edit your videos page, it's got a very robust page editor with a ton of features, and that's going to be in one of my future sneak peek videos. So I will show you that in one of the next videos as well. So today I just wanted to show you what it looked like to tweak your video settings in Easy Video Suite. So hopefully that's exciting and you're getting pumped about Easy Video Suite coming out because it's got some awesome features. And you know, I've been loving using it over the past several months. It's hard to imagine what my life was like before I was using Easy Video Suite. It's, you know, it's that good. So cool. Hopefully you enjoy this video, and I will be shooting more with more sneak peeks. So stick around. I'll see you in the next one.